Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that is both deep and sometimes even controversial: virginity before marriage. This is a question that has crossed cultures, religions, and societies for centuries. In many traditions around the world, virginity before marriage has been seen as a symbol of purity, self-respect, and morality. It's a principle built on values of responsibility, fidelity, and self-protection. But today, with evolving social norms, especially among the youth who advocate for complete freedom in matters of sexuality, we're seeing a questioning of this value. Sexuality is often portrayed as a right to immediate access, and social pressure can sometimes make the idea of waiting until marriage for an intimate relationship difficult. So, the question arises, does virginity before marriage still hold meaning in our modern era? Is it an outdated principle, or is it a decision that can still have real benefits in our personal, emotional, and relational lives? In this video, I'm going to explain why, on the contrary, this value deserves to be preserved and why it's even more relevant today than ever. I'll show you that preserving virginity before marriage, far from being a constraint, can be a thoughtful, wise, and beneficial choice, not only for the individual, but also for the harmony of lasting relationships. Stick with me till the end, because I'm sure you'll see this topic from a whole new perspective. Let's get started. Before we start, I would appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, like, and share the video. It is also a pleasure to hear your opinion in the comments. Let's start with a fundamental concept: self-respect. You know, virginity before marriage isn't just a rule or an obligation imposed by society. No, it's a deeply personal choice, an act of respect for oneself. Today, more than ever, social pressure pushes us to live fast, to give in to the temptation of the moment, to enter into superficial relationships. But choosing to remain a virgin until marriage is precisely saying no to all of that. It's refusing to let your body become just a playground, an object of fleeting pleasure. By making this choice, you protect yourself, shield yourself from emotional wounds, and assert your integrity. It's a way of saying, I respect myself enough not to give in to the pressure. I choose to keep my body for someone special, for the one with whom I will truly build something solid and lasting. It's a promise to yourself that the love you seek isn't a whim, but something deep, sincere, that deserves time and investment. Imagine for a moment a marriage that doesn't rely solely on physical attraction, but on a genuine emotional and spiritual connection. A mutual commitment where both partners respect each other, truly know each other, and build something far more solid than what a rushed relationship could offer. This kind of marriage is much more likely to last, to overcome challenges, and to grow over time. By preserving your virginity, you're not just delaying a physical experience. You're creating space where you can truly get to know your partner, appreciate them for who they are at the core, without the interference of immediate desire. It's not just self-respect, it's also respect for the other person. By waiting for an intimate relationship, you show your future partner that you're ready to commit for the long term, to build a relationship founded on trust and true love. This creates a healthy and balanced foundation where mutual respect is at the heart of the union. A marriage based on this kind of mutual respect, without haste, is a marriage that can truly thrive and endure, far from superficial relationships and short-term flings. So, yes, virginity before marriage is a strong choice, one that reflects the depth of the commitment you want to have with the other person. It's saying, I choose patience, I choose fidelity, I choose to build something lasting and solid. It's anything but a constraint. It's a proof of love, a gesture of wisdom, and it's something beautiful to preserve. Now, let's talk about one of the most important aspects of any lasting relationship: stability. Today, many young people are driven by the idea that sexuality must be part of relationships from the start, that you need to try it out to see if you're compatible. But the truth is, what many don't realize is that these early sexual relationships can often complicate things. They bring doubts, regrets, and even deep emotional wounds. Because without a true emotional and spiritual connection, sexual relationships become a space where it's easy to lose oneself, to make mistakes, and even to get hurt. By choosing to wait until marriage to share this intimate moment, you're protecting yourself. Yes, you're protecting yourself emotionally. You're creating space where you can fully get to know each other, where you can build strong bonds based on trust, respect, and true love, and not based on physical expectations that could harm the relationship. When the foundation is strong, the relationship becomes a safe haven, a place where you can grow together without the weight of fleeting desires that sometimes cloud the mind. And you know what? Waiting before having sex has another huge advantage. It allows you to truly get to know your partner. You're not rushing into physical commitment without really knowing who the other person is. You take the time to discover each other, to understand each other's values, dreams, and aspirations, to connect on a deeper level. This allows you to build a relationship on much stronger foundations, based on emotional, intellectual, and spiritual compatibility. Sex is a powerful act, a form of intimacy that deeply engages individuals. Why trivialize it by separating it from the commitment that comes with marriage? On the contrary, waiting allows you to bring this experience into a framework of true commitment, where you're ready to give the other person not just your body, but your heart, soul, and future. It makes the relationship not just a game, but an act of deep and respectful love, a commitment to the other person for the long term. So instead of getting swept up in the rush for immediate satisfaction, why not choose to wait, to build that mutual trust, to take the time to truly know each other? This creates a healthy, fulfilling, and most importantly, stable relationship. A relationship where each partner feels secure, valued, and ready to invest in the future, not trapped by expectations or regrets. Waiting is choosing emotional security, trust, and peace of mind. It's choosing not to rush things, but to build on solid foundations where love and stability can truly flourish. Now, let's talk about the impact that virginity before marriage can have on much more than the individual, on the family, and even on society. Because this isn't just a personal choice, it's a choice that has deep repercussions for the future. When a couple decides to wait until marriage to engage sexually, they are establishing the foundation of a relationship built on solid values, mutual respect, and true companionship. This choice creates a healthier and more balanced dynamic in the household.
Why?
Because sexuality within the framework of marriage is not a separate act from commitment. It becomes the ultimate expression of a deep bond and a union built on trust, patience, and solidarity. Couples who wait to discover each other intimately are more likely to understand each other, to support each other, and to respect each other at every stage of their life together. They are not swept up in the emotions of the moment or social pressure. They take the time to build their story on strong foundations and are therefore better prepared to face life's challenges together, whether financial, emotional, or familial. A family built within this framework will be more stable, more loving, and better able to pass on these values of respect, commitment, and loyalty to their children. It's not just the couple that is impacted by this choice, it's an entire future generation. And here's why this choice isn't isolated. It has a domino effect on society as a whole. Passing down values like patience, commitment, fidelity, and respect in relationships can profoundly transform the way we view love and human relationships. Imagine a society where we learn from a young age to wait, to respect the other person, to build a relationship on solid, lasting principles. It's not just an ideal, it's something deeply achievable. A society where relationships are built on true love, trust, and commitment can only be more stable, more respectful, and more harmonious. Divorces would be less frequent, emotional wounds fewer, and domestic violence less present, simply because we learn to value what truly matters in a relationship. So, this choice to wait until marriage to share your body isn't just a personal decision. It's an act that has repercussions for the future of society as a whole. It's a choice that helps build a more stable, more united, and more respectful society based on fundamental human values. It's an investment not only for yourself, but for future generations. And when you make this choice, you're not just acting for yourself. You're acting for a better future, for stronger families, and for a stronger society. Yes, choosing virginity before marriage is choosing to actively participate in the construction of a better world where love and commitment are the pillars of every relationship and where families can truly flourish in stability and trust. It's a powerful act, and its influence goes far beyond the personal realm. So there you have it. I am firmly convinced that virginity before marriage, far from being an outdated tradition or a simple archaic principle, is a deep, wise, and profoundly beneficial choice. It's not just a physical act. It's an act of true love, self-respect, and respect for the other person. It's a way of emotionally protecting yourself, building stronger relationships, and preparing for a stable and fulfilling future. In times when social pressure often pushes for hastiness, it's more important than ever to make an informed, thoughtful decision, one that values patience, commitment, and mutual respect. Choosing to wait for marriage to share your intimacy is choosing stability, harmony, and above. We have come to the end of the video. Like and share the video. Give us your opinion in the comments. Do subscribe to the channel and don't miss any upcoming videos.